Hello everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com, bringing you the College Football Week 9 Odds Report. You can read my full article detailing the subject by going to SBRforum.com as I take a closer look at 6 games leading off with the Tennessee Volunteers taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide have moved from 26.5 to 28-point home favorites. The Volunteers have lost their last 9 SEC road games, while the Crimson Tide landed in the #1 spot in the initial release of the BCS standings, and Alabama is 7-0 straight up and against the spread as favorites of 21.5 to 31 points the last 2+ seasons. The UCLA Bruins will travel to take on the Oregon Ducks. The Ducks have moved from 17.5 to 23-point home favorites. The Bruins will look to bounce back from their first loss of the season as they managed to score just 10 points at Stanford coming into that game, averaging 45.8 points per game. The Ducks will be hosting ESPN's College Game Day in Eugene, and Oregon is 21-2 straight up, 16-6-1 against the spread versus Pac-12 conference opponents since 2011. The NC State Wolfpack will take on the Florida State Seminoles. The Seminoles have moved from 27.5 to 30-point home favorites after picking up that big blowout win over the Clemson Tigers. The Wolfpack are coming off their first bye week of the season. The Seminoles have scored 19 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes this season, led by quarterback Jameis Winston, who is likely the Heisman Trophy favorite right now, and Florida State 5-0 straight up, 4-1 against the spread as favorites of 21.5 to 31 points since 2011. The Texas Longhorns take on the TCU Horned Frogs. The Horned Frogs have dropped from 3-point home favorites to 2.5 in the market. The Longhorns are 20-5 straight up after a regular season bye week under head coach Mack Brown. The Horned Frogs are 31-5 in their last 36 home games, winning those in straight-up fashion, of course. And Texas 5-1 against the spread in its last 6 opportunities as road underdogs of 3 or fewer points. The Stanford Cardinal have fallen from 6.5 to 4.5-point road favorites, taking on the Oregon State Beavers. The Cardinals have forced a turnover in 32 consecutive games as they prepare to face Beavers quarterback Sean Mannion, who has thrown for 2,992 passing yards. Oregon State 4-3 straight up and against the spread as underdogs of 3.5 to 10 points the last 2+ seasons. And finally, the Oklahoma State Cowboys have fallen from 17 to 13-point road favorites, taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. The Cowboys have scored 20 or more points in 45 consecutive games, while the Cyclones have allowed 31 or more points in their last 3 contests. The favorite is 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in that Big 12 Conference Series. Become a subscriber to SBR Forum's YouTube channel to get the best information available from now until the bowl season, and follow me on Twitter @JeffGrantSports.